This is a very strange email that was passed around between police as a kind of joke, like many of us pass around funny video clips. The thing is, some of it I recognise the symbols, and on other parts I really don't understand. So any of your comments are more than welcome. Okay, here we go. The first page. Not all policemen work in big cities. Some work in small villages and ride a bicycle round their beat. The village policemen sometimes meet strangers who don't belong there and seem a little nervous. Police officers seem to often have to question people if they seem suspicious or nervous. This policeman has been following a nervous suspect for 3 months. The officer is now 300 miles from home. Modern policemen use computers at work. This officer has just found photographs on the computer of his wife and a big smiling fireman. See how calmly he walks out of the station with a very straight back. Policemen are well trained not to show their emotions. Their wives can see how well trained the policemen are. In uniform, firemen are a bit like policemen too. Sometimes even a policeman's wife can mistake a fireman for her husband. A policeman must always have his truncheon and notebook with him. The truncheon is used to hit a suspect if they resist arrest. Then their confession is written in the notebook. Sometimes policemen get together to compare their notes. They don't want to get anything wrong. If they get anything wrong, then the suspect might not go to jail. If you knew a criminal was guilty, what would you do? This is Police Constable Brian Plectrum. He is the world's largest policeman. He is 66 feet tall. P.C. Plectrum often stands in the centre of London looking out for criminals. Sometimes a police helicopter will arrive to deliver sandwiches and wave hello. P.C. Plectrum's truncheon and helmet are enormous. So are his feet. He's good at giving directions because he can see everything, even into the Queen's bedroom. Here we see a criminal about to throw a spanner. He is going to throw it into an engineering works. It will cause lots of damage. This is called terrorism. The brave policemen chase him and hit him until there is blood and hair and bits of bone all over their boots. The blood makes their boot caps shine like red cherries. Could you do that? Someone has to do it if we all want to live in a free world. Policemen can have the same problems as normal people. This officer is directing traffic and has had a sex change operation. He was born a man, called Barry. Now he is a woman, called Barbara. Sometimes other police officers joke with Barbara and call her Baz. PC Barbara laughs at the jokes because she doesn't want to cry and be sick when she's on duty. See how happy Barbara is. She may look a little sad, but she isn't. Being a policeman is not an easy job. There are lots of things you have to remember to do. Sometimes policemen become unhappy and have to see special doctors. This police officer has escaped from a special hospital. He is still wearing his white hospital gown. He pretends to still be at work directing traffic. Soon some of his policeman friends will arrive to say hello. This is a motorcycle policeman. He can ride around quicker than a police car. He can also go into fields and onto grass. His bike also has a radio fitted for calling the station. This police officer has spotted some people dogging in a park. One is a young blonde lady with red lips and very small clothes. He is calling to another officer to come to help because he doesn't think he can get the young lady to come with him all by himself. Policemen don't just use cars and motorbikes. Sometimes they use helicopters. The policemen in helicopters can see things below. Here they have spotted a car with a boat on its roof, and hanging from the boat is the bra of a lady. It is causing a traffic jam. The police will fly over the car and shout through a loudspeaker at the man to tell him about the lady's underwear and to ask his wife to put back on her blouse. Whenever there is an accident or a fire, policemen are there. This is just a coincidence. It is not because the policemen are responsible. Police officers only cause the same number of accidents and fires as everyday people. Here we can see policemen helping to put out a fire. The fire was an accident. The fire was at the house of a policeman. Whenever there is an accident or a fire, policemen are there. Not all policemen are on the beat or in cars. Some policemen stay on duty in the police station. People sometimes come to the station looking for things they have lost, like money, watches, glass eyes, and bruised children. The man is collecting his wife's handbag that she left on the bus. The bag is very valuable. His wife was very upset. The bag contains 40 wraps of uncut crack cocaine. Sometimes the police even use specially trained dogs. This police dog is called Blackie. He is specially trained to find lorry drivers who dress as ladies. Blackie can spot the telltale signs: large hairy hands, a deep voice, a funny wig, and very odd clothes that a lady would not wear. This lady is really a man called Malcolm. See how Blackie looks at Malcolm in a funny way. He wants to bite Malcolm's face. Sometimes policemen cannot find any young black men to arrest, so they have to arrest some white men instead. Here we see two men being arrested in a public toilet. The two men are very good friends because they often go to the toilet together. See how carefully the police officers lead the men to the police van. Let's hope the two men don't fall down the steps at the police station. As well as chairs and prisoners, police officers are also trained to sit on horses. They are called mounted policemen. Police horses are very carefully trained so that they do not kick people to death as they used to in the old days. Here we can see that even when there is a noisy crowd, the police horse is standing very still. This is because it has been stuffed. Under its hooves there are wheels. Very strange. I'll leave that with you to analyse.